Alright, here we start off with the equation t is period is equal to 2 pi the square root of L divided by G. Then we come in here, we rearrange to get solve for L. To do that, the first thing we have to do is divide by 2 pi, and then we will square, and you get t squared and 2 pi squared. Then you got to multiply by both sides by G, and you'll get this equation. When you then use that equation and plug in, okay, so you plug in your numbers here. We have once per second. That's the key thing there, once. And so we take that 1 and we plug it in here. Then we go ahead and do this. 2 squared is 4 pi, and pi is squared. I'm sorry, 4. So then you get 4 pi squared. Plug those in and multiply out, and then you get the answer of 0.248 meters. So it's about 25 centimeters length of a pendulum. Okay, so right here, and number 3, you'll see that it wants you to symbolically solve for the period of 1 meter length pendulum. So to solve for the period, this is the equation right here, and that is period is equal to 2 pi times the square root of L divided by G. Then you will move over to here, and you should see we plugged in the numbers of 1.0 and solved it all out, and you get the period is 2.0 seconds. When always solving for the frequency, you have to do that frequency is 1 over the period, and so then that basically flips everything in your equation for period. You get 1 over 2 pi times the square root of G over L, and then when you plug those in, you should be able to solve. Make sure you put a length of, since you already know the period in number 2, then you should be able just to do frequency is equal to 1 over period. That will save you some math. Okay, so if you look here, you should put 1 over 1. That means that you'll have a frequency of 1 hertz per second. What that means is that you will get the object to touch or complete a cycle every 1 per second. That's what frequency means. If it was 2 per second, then the frequency would be 0.5, and you kind of get the idea. So we'll kind of go from there. Or the frequency would be 2, the period would be 0.5. I apologize.